Good evening and welcome to Sunset News on this Tuesday evening. As always, we bring you news, economic news, community stories, sports, weather, and so much more. I am your host, Glenn Nora Shipura, and I'll be bringing you the news and everything else in Sunset News for today. Getting into the news tonight, the Windhoek High Court Judge Neud Deu Ndapo dismissed Michael Tsawasep's second attempt to appeal his sentence, telling him to accept his punishment and to pay the price for his crimes. Now, Tsawasep, who's 49, and his co-accused Kingsley Dayan, who's 52, are serving life sentences for the murder of Menesia Oasis, committed about 20 years ago. Now, they have served 14 years so far. In another court update, Abel Mokala Batu, who's 29, is facing charges of murder, 3 counts of rape, kidnapping, and defeating the ends of justice. He will hear his verdict on May the 15th, 2025. He is accused of following an intoxicated woman to a restroom in August 2020, where he allegedly raped her before strangling her with 2 pliers, tightening it around her neck using 2 pliers. In another court update in Walvis Bay, resident Robin Montgomery, who's 59, was found guilty of murder and attempted murder today in the Erongo Regional Court. Magistrate Vicky Nicoladis found him not guilty of the obstruction of justice charge. These charges stem from when Montgomery stepped 2 women, causing one woman's death in February 2023 at Raybank near Walvis Bay. Montgomery testified in court that he acted in self-defense when he stabbed his sister-in-law, Erica Montgomery, who was wheelchair-bound, and her cousin, Maria Hester van Zyl, who was fatally injured when she stabbed him in the chest. Getting to our next story, SWAPO's $85.7 billion development plan set for implementation on the 1st of April 2025 will prioritize upgrading all new intermediate hospitals to private healthcare standards. Telemedicine services expected to benefit rural communities will be introduced by 2027 to enhance equitable healthcare access. A nationwide public health education and nutrition campaign with a $75 million investment over 5 years will roll out between 2025 and 2026 to promote preventative healthcare. To extend medical outreach, 28 mobile clinics will be acquired for $210 million over 5 years. In the mental health sector, $45 million will be allocated for new and upgraded centers in Rundu, Keetmanshoop, Walvis Bay, Gobabis, Patimamulilo, Oshakati, and Windhoek. A national study will assess healthcare access challenges and propose solutions. Emergency response services will receive $100 million boost over 5 years, facilitating the procurement of 60 fully equipped ambulances. Additionally, $250 billion will fund the recruitment of 813 medical specialists with a focus on rural areas from April 2025 to March 2030. To decentralize healthcare, 35 new clinics will be built in underserved areas through a $1 billion investment commencing in January 2026. SWAPO's $25 billion investment in education will aim to make higher and vocational training tuition-free by 2028. A new funding formula will be implemented in April 2025 to ensure sustainable financing for free education. The minimum standard for higher education will also be strictly enforced. By October 2025, an independent benchmarking assessment will be conducted, and NASFAF will be fully reintegrated into government structures. New educational facilities will be built in underserved regions from June 2026, with a dedicated infrastructure development fund launching in May 2026. You can read more on this story in the Namibian Sun tomorrow. Moving on, the Namibian NGO Ombesha Yehinga organization, which uses arts to promote social awareness, has been severely impacted by a sudden U.S. aid funding freeze. The organization, like many NGOs in Namibia, relies heavily on donor support. While Oyo has never received direct funding from U.S. aid, it had contracts with institutions that do. When those institutions' funding was suspended, Oyo's projects reached a standstill. Overnight, the funding was frozen, and all institutions were asked to stop any spending, said founder and director of Oyo, Felipe Talvera. Since we had contracts with them, our funding was affected as well. Ripple effect, according to Talvera, the freeze was promoted by an audit of U.S. aid's foreign expenditures. However, as a subcontracted entity rather than a direct recipient, the NGO has little clarity on the situation or when funding may resume. In response, Oyo has launched a crowdfunding campaign to bridge the financial gap and sustain its activities. We do not have a plan B for such a situation, Talvera admitted. With our board, we decided to appeal to the public for support during this period. Many people are friends of Oyo, and we hope they can assist us in the coming months. You can read more on this story in the Namibian Sun tomorrow. On the other side of the break, we take a look at what's happening in our community talk.
Get ready for the Namibia 2027 World Cup preparation campaign. Check out the Valvicia's Boland Cavaliers friendly clash live on our channels. Playing on the 22nd of February 2025 at the Hage Geingob Stadium at 3 p.m. Watch the game live or stream the game on our Facebook pages. That's 3 p.m. on the 22nd February 2025. No spectators allowed due to the mourning period in honor of Dr. Sam Shafishuna Nyoma.
Getting into our community talk, starting off with the Electricity Control Board, where the Electricity Control Board CEO Robert Kahimise says the energy regulator did not implement a tariff hike on electricity distributors and instead followed a government directive not to hike tariffs. Kahimise said the government will also avail $365 million Namibian to electricity distributors to ensure the impact has lessened the impact of tariff hikes on end consumers of electricity. Let's take a look.
Also, the ECB mentioned during the announcement of the government subsidy in July 2024 that the tariff for 24-25 financial year period would remain unchanged to ensure affordability of electricity. I wish to confirm that this government directive was indeed implemented without hindrance by all our licensees. During the same announcement, ECB indicated that it would engage licensees on the modalities for recovering their approved revenue requirements for the year 24-25 period. Since government availed the 365 million as mentioned, of which approximately $251 million would go to our bulk supplier, that is NamPower, to ensure uninterrupted security of electricity supply.
In our next story, the first 3 blades for the wind turbines to be assembled at the Diaz wind farm were loaded yesterday and transported to the site from the port of Lüderitz. Now, each blade weighs an estimated 30 tons and is approximately 82 meters in length.
Slow internet should be a headache of the past, yet many Namibians have connections that just aren't fast. We have a solution that might set you free. It's called Mobile LTE, and it comes with real speed. You'll enjoy up to 50 megabytes per second from just $300 Namibian a month and free internet browsing after midnight till 6. When it comes to staying connected, this is it. Visit Paratus.africa/Namibia or our branches nationwide and experience the thrill of better internet with Paratus by your side.
Always prepared, Paratus.
Getting into our economic news, the Namibia Stock Exchange has undergone a rebranding process and will now be known as the Namibia Securities Exchange. It announced this week. It follows a rebranding process that commenced last year and has now come full circle. As of November 2024, the Namibian Stock Exchange has undergone a rebranding and will be trading as the Namibia Securities Exchange. This change reflects our ongoing efforts to enhance and diversify our capital market and drive future economic growth, the board said in a letter to stakeholders. The rebranding was brought about a step towards demutualization. Demutualization refers to the process by which a mutual company with mutual owners converts into a public share company with shareholders, according to the Corporate Finance Institute. After demutualization, a company will achieve a distinct separation of legal liability between the owners and its new non-owner customers. The rebranding also marks a significant milestone in the goal towards demutualization, though the process itself is not yet complete as there are still several key steps to be taken before the full transition is made. Entities and individuals doing business with the NSX were encouraged to update their records accordingly, the NSX said. Let's take a look at our financial indicators. The Namibian dollar trades against the British pound at 23.22, against the euro at 19.26, against the US dollar at 18.42, 2 Namibian dollars and 53 cents gets you 1 Chinese yuan. On the commodities market, gold went up while copper, platinum, and Brent crude oil went down. Brent crude oil trading at $75 and 59 cents per barrel. On the other side of the break, we take a look at our international news.
Get ready for the Namibia 2027 World Cup preparation campaign. Check out the Valvicious Boland Cavaliers friendly clash live on our channels, playing on the 22nd of February 2025 at the Hage Geingob Stadium at 3 p.m. Watch the game live or stream the game on our Facebook pages. That's 3 p.m. on the 22nd February 2025. No spectators allowed due to the mourning period in honor of Dr. Sam Shafishuna Nyoma.
Slow internet should be a headache of the past, yet many Namibians have connections that just aren't fast. We have a solution that might set you free. It's called Mobile LTE, and it comes with real speed. You'll enjoy up to 50 megabytes per second from just $300 Namibian a month and free internet browsing after midnight till 6. When it comes to staying connected, this is it. Visit Paratus.africa/Namibia or our branches nationwide and experience the thrill of better internet with Paratus by your side.
Always prepared, Paratus.
Getting into our international news, African leaders have approved the establishment of a $20 billion Namibian Continental Financial Stability Fund, the African Development Bank said, a move designed to stave off potential debt crisis on the continent before they take hold. The facility, known as the African Financial Stability Mechanism, will get its credit rating to allow it to borrow on the international capital markets. The AFDB, which will host the mechanism, said in a statement seen by Reuters on Tuesday. African leaders had called for the creation of the fund in February 2022 and mandated the AFDB to carry out preparations to set it up. The AFDB now intends to move quickly in drafting a formal agreement and securing ratification by states, it said in the statement, following an African Union summit in the Ethiopian capital over the weekend. As well as soaring external commercial repayments and the risk of default, many economies in the region are also grappling with pressure for higher spending, sluggish government revenues, and the effects of climate change. The creation of the facility was also partly motivated by the fact that Africa lacks its regional financial cushion, unlike Europe and Asia, which have arrangements of this kind. If implemented as designed, the AFSM can save African sovereigns approximately $20 billion in debt servicing cost by 2035. Kevin Urama, an AFDB vice president and its chief economist, told Reuters, membership will be voluntary and open to any African Union member country willing to participate. That concludes our international news. On the other side of the break, we take a look at the weather update.
Get ready for the Namibia 2027 World Cup preparation campaign. Check out the Valvicious Boland Cavaliers friendly clash live on our channels. Playing on the 22nd of February 2025 at the Hage Geingob Stadium at 3 p.m. Watch the game live or stream the game on our Facebook pages. That's 3 p.m. on the 22nd February 2025. No spectators allowed due to the mourning period in honor of Dr. Sam Shafishuna Nyoma.
Slow internet should be a headache of the past, yet many Namibians have connections that just aren't fast. We have a solution that might set you free. It's called Mobile LTE, and it comes with real speed. You'll enjoy up to 50 megabytes per second from just $300 Namibian a month and free internet browsing after midnight till 6. When it comes to staying connected, this is it. Visit Paratus.Africa/Namibia or our branches nationwide and experience the thrill of better internet with Paratus by your side.
Always prepared. Paratus.
Let's take a look at the weather predictions for the rest of Namibia. The capital city can expect partly cloudy conditions with a minimum of 18 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 29 degrees Celsius. Gobabis in the Omaheke region can expect 21 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 31 degrees Celsius with partly cloudy conditions. Katamamulilo can expect some showers with a minimum of 20 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 29 degrees Celsius. Oshakati up north can expect a minimum of 22 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 30 degrees Celsius with partly cloudy conditions. Ariansvlei can expect some rain with a minimum of 24 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 36 degrees Celsius. Henties Bay can expect partly cloudy conditions with a minimum of 18 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 22 degrees Celsius, while Swakopmund can expect sunny weather with a minimum of 18 and a maximum of 18 degrees Celsius as well. Rehoboth can expect partly cloudy conditions with a minimum of 20 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 30 degrees Celsius, while Marienton can also expect some partly cloudy conditions with a minimum of 25 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 34 degrees Celsius. Keetmanshoop can also enjoy some partly cloudy conditions with a minimum of 22 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 34 degrees Celsius, while Lüderitz can enjoy some sunny weather with a minimum of 16 and a maximum of 26 degrees Celsius. After a break, we now take a look at the world of sports.
Well, good day, viewers. On today's Sunset News, brought to you by Sportswrap. The Namibian Rugby Union has officially announced the Volvice squad set to face South Africa's Boland Cavaliers in a friendly clash at the Hage Geingob Stadium this Saturday. Additionally, NRU has signed an agreement with the NSSU to scout talent in the schools. Marit Ngola was the reporter on duty, and this is what he got for us.
Vogel, Vice President Governance, and then Mr. Rosa Kamputuko, who's the convener for the NSSU representing. So if you have any questions, Zandra will indicate, and I believe we can briefly hand over to the two gentlemen to formally sign the MOU. What does the MOU basically contain about is the agreement where the schools rugby will now be aligning with the NRU. There will be a secondary and primary school rugby. NSSU will still be the umbrella body for all school sports. And the NRU will be taking the affairs of being the custodian.
I think everybody is quite excited. There's been quite a pre-season for the guys, so it's nice to have something to look forward to, even though there won't be any spectators in the stands. The guys have been doing a lot of running and stuff, so it's nice to get some game time with some actual rugby.
Okay, the year looks very busy for you guys. I mean, there's a lot of games to look forward to, international games to look forward to as well. All of this in preparations for the Africa Cup and World Cup qualifiers as well. How important is it for you guys to get this much game time as you can with the boys?
Yeah, it's vitally important to get as much game time as you can. We're actually looking to get some additional games for preparation. For us as a team, it's obviously very important to spend as much time together as we possibly can, and when the guys from outside the country also arrive later in the year, it's then also important for us to get some game time together with them as well before we embark on a journey to Africa Cup.
A match without spectators, that's going to be very interesting. Let's have a look at the 15-man squad that has been set for the Saturday match. Sydney Halupe, one of the players there. Jason Bernarda, he is vice captain. Danko Berger, inside center, will be captaining the side. Alkino Isaacs, outside center. And then we have Ashton Mukilonga from the coast in full back. So it's definitely a very good team. And we are very excited to see how they show up against the Cavaliers. Looking at the bench, a few good mentions as well. Vickers Jacobs, all the way from Grootfontein, made it into the team. Kevin Kluter, Renard Hatting, Joe Losper, Kian Bayer, and we also have the likes of Geraldo Biekus and JD Nell from Trasco United. So I can definitely say it's a strong squad that has been put together. The third edition of the SPAR Namibia Women's Race was officially launched this morning in the capital, scheduled for the 29th of March at the Wanderers Field. The event promises an exciting experience for participants. Aspiring runners are encouraged to register as early as possible, as entries are set to close on the 9th of March. Well, that's all that we do have from you. From the sports desk, from me, Brian Monango, it is goodbye.
And with that, we have come to the end of the broadcast. That was Brian Munango and Ari Hohart with the sports news. Do remember that you can catch Sunset News on Facebook on all the NMH platforms on weekdays, as well as on our website, 1up2.com. Sunset News screens on DSTV channel 285 and our GoTV channel 25 every Monday to Thursday from 7:30 p.m. From me, Glenora Shipura. Until next time.